And welcome to the PTB update for 7-5, or the Alan Wake chapter. Uh, as you can tell from the main screen, they are changing it up in preparation for, I'm assuming, other game modes. But for now, it's still the same four, nothing been added. But we're going to start off with the 3 perks for Alan Wake, and then head on over and discuss some of the other changes coming in the PTB, like the generator update, the Ormond update, and a few others, as you can see here in the mid-chapter PTB update notes. So first we're going to do Alan Wake, and then we'll discuss about those. So let's quickly dive on over to Alan.
What have I gotten myself into?
Who also has voice lines. Let's quickly search out his 3 perks. So first we have Boon Illumination. Press and hold the ability button 1 near a dull or hex totem to bless it and create a boon totem. Soft chimes ring out in a 24-meter range. Survivors inside your boon's totem range see the aura of all chests and generators in blue. If you have lit a boon totem, you cleanse or bless totems 6% faster. You can only bless 1 totem at a time. All equipped boon perks are active on your boon totem. Then we have Champion of Light. While you're holding a flashlight, this perk activates. When you're shining a flashlight, you have 50% haste. When you successfully blind the killer, they also gain 20% hindered for 6 seconds. This effect cannot be stacked. Then this perk goes on a cooldown for 80 seconds. And then lastly, we have Deadline. This perk activates when you are injured. Skill checks appear 6% more frequently when repairing or healing and appear in random places. I'm going to assume like how the doctor's whole thing can make skill checks appear randomly. And the penalty for missing a skill check is reduced by 50%. I'm wondering how that will line up with the technician. But that is it for Alan. There is no killer, so we shall quickly head on over to the patch notes real fast to see some of the other ones. We're not going to go over all of them, but I will have the link in the description below for those interested. Okay, so first off, we have the field of view settings. This is a new setting option in DBD. Players now have the ability to adjust their field of view with a slider in the settings menu. This allows players with first-person cameras, killers in the section of the guide, to adjust their field of view, reducing motion sickness and other accessibility issues. This feature initially in the beta tab while we allow for thorough testing. Alright, so because of the update, field of view update, they're changing some perks like Shadowborn and Modern Abuse. So with Shadowborn, when blinded by any means, gain a 6, 8, or 10% haste effect for 10 seconds. And then for Modern Abuse, one chase, your tear radius is increased by 8 meters, otherwise your tear radius is decreased by 8 meters. Field of view clause has been removed. Alright, for generators, the 3-gen strategy identifying the closest 3 generators and defending them only has become very strong, especially on certain killers, Skull Merchant. This can lead to very long games and frustrations. To help prevent such situations, the following now applies. Each generator can suffer from 8 regression events. After the maximum has been reached on a generator, that generator can no longer be regressed by the killer, including kicks, add-ons, and perk-related regressions. Number of regressions per generator is indicated by increasing VFX after 3 or more regression events. Gens at maximum regression cannot be regressed by killers, including kicks, add-ons, or perk-related regressions. Survivors failing skill checks still regress generators normally and do not count toward regression events. That's actually kind of good. That's a good thing. Because I could definitely see survivors purposely missing to try to trigger those regression events, if that was the case. Killer kick regression has increased from 2.5% to 5%. A bigger penalty, kind of okay with that. And then gen tapping is no longer possible. To stop a generator from regressing, a survivor must repair 5% of the generator. Regression does not occur while repairs are in progress. I'm okay with that too. So not bad changes for the generators. I'm going to take a wild shot in the dark and say there's going to be a killer in the future or has a perk in the future that will allow potentially more regression events. So like 8 being the standard, and then a killer perk saying you can have like 10. Or even a survivor perk that says like, instead of 8, there's now 6. I could definitely see that coming out in the future because of these changes, but we will see. Perks affected. Hex Ruin. All generators are affected by Hex Ruin. While a generator is not being repaired by a survivor, it will immediately and automatically regress repair progress by 50, 75, or 100% of the normal regression speed. No longer deactivates when a survivor is killed. Okay, so back to normal. Scourge and Scourge Hook Pain Reses. Does not create a loud notification if no progress is lost on the generator. Okay. Oppression only causes a regression event on the generator that was kicked. Okay. Overcharge only the initiating kick counts as a regression event. So if you miss the skill check, it doesn't trigger. Okay. That's pretty good actually. All right, so I'm okay with these changes. We will see how it plays out, but it shouldn't be too bad. All right, so we have the Alan Wake stuff. All right, killer update, the Hillbilly. Excuse me. Killer power, press and hold the power button to break and chainsaw sprint. The meter decreases, the full overdrive. Okay. Base changes. Increased chainsaw sprint movement by 10.12 was 9.2. Decreased chainsaw hit cooldown by 2.7 seconds was 3. Decreased chainsaw miss cooldown by 2.5 was 3. Increased movement speed during the chainsaw miss cooldown to 2.3 was 1.38. Decreased the speed of the chainsaw collision to improve navigation during a chainsaw sprint. Disconnecting the chainsaw sensitivity from controller sensitivity. Baseline sensitivity was 100% of the controller. Okay. Special state overdrive. While in overdrive, chainsaw is enhanced, chainsaw charge and sprint speeds are increased, and the chainsaw sprint cooldowns are reduced. Overdrive lasts for 20 seconds. Alright. Base overdrive stats. Chainsaw charge speed was increased by 5%. Chainsaw sprint movement speed was increased to 13. And then chainsaw cooldowns reduced by 10%. Not bad. Miscellaneous. Added a new loading tip regarding the overdrive meter. Added new score events when using the chainsaw. Curve, when turning a maximum 8 degrees. Okay. Curve hit, overdrive hit, sprinter, sprint hit. Alright. So there's what? 6 new scoring events? Not bad. Killer update. Sadako. Demanifested state. While demanifested can gain bloodless as usual, can enter chases as usual. When demanifesting, bloodless is no longer lost. Okay. Increased demanifested state invisibility duration from 1 to 1.2 seconds. Killer power, cooldown from previous update removed. Alright. Condemned gain from teleports increased to 1 full stack. Teleporting applies condemned to survivors within 16 meters of the TV where they projected or any other power TV. Okay. Power TVs now have a VFX showing range at all times when powered. I'm curious what the VFX is going to be. And are revealed to survivors within 16 meters. Or does the TV just turn on when survivors? Okay. Hooking a survivor locks their condemned progress, making it possible to remove. Okay. I mean, I don't think a hook survivor could remove their condemned status. I could be wrong. Pretty sure it meant impossible to add to, but we'll see. VHS tapes no longer grant protection from gaining condemned. Alright. Survivors no longer gain condemned if hit while holding a tape. Survivors no longer lose their tape when attacked. Survivors must bring their tape to the furthest TV, highlighted in yellow. Okay, so that's back to the original update. Retrieving a tape now takes 1 second, was 2. Inserting a tape into a TV now takes 1, was 2. Alright. Then some add-on changes. If you'd like to read them, you can feel free to pause it. And then Blight. Whew. A lot of stuff for Blight. Add-on for Blight's changes. Perk updates. So feel free, if you want to pause, read these, feel free to pause. Again, I'll have the link to the update in the description below. And then Ormond, and then various bug fixes for archives, events, characters, animation, audio, etc. But yeah, that appears to be it for the PTB update. We will see how everything plays out. Hope you guys enjoy the new chapter. I'm sure I will be playing it mostly either tonight on stream or tomorrow on stream. We will see how things go. But that is it for today. Hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you next update video. Goodbye.